Welcome to The Actor's Choice, where the actors and actresses have a chance to talk about themselves and their careers. Join us now for the next hour as we explore the marvelous industry of acting by actors and actresses from today's exciting show business world. And now, direct from Hollywood, here's your host, Ron Brewington.
Everybody, I'm Ron Brewington, and welcome to The Actor's Choice, brought to you by Photography as an Art, Harvey Brandman, Master Photographer, located at 1307 North San Fernando Boulevard, Burbank, California. Attorney Ron Irwin's book, Haiku, Style, Passion, Heart. Author Larry Buford's book To the Future, Time Travel, Message in a Capsule. State Farm agent Carla Green, and veteran actor Rob Brownstein's Actor Training School and Actor Space. Tony, roll it. Ladies and gentlemen, as you just saw, that was my first guest today. When he hits that floor, that dance floor, he is so smooth. They have been calling him the Lord of the Swing for a number of years. He's a dancer, as you can see, a teacher, a performer, stuntman, and entertainment with a marvelous personality. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Chester Whitmore. Hi, Chester.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. You just when you get on the floor and dance, you need to call the fire department because you be smoking the floor, man. On that floor, my goodness.
It's kind of easy. It's kind of easy when you have tacks in your shoes.
Well, you make it look easy. I mean, you make it so easy. How long have you been dancing? First of all,
since the year 19. Blah, 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 blah. But I
know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So you've been around
professionally.
Okay. All right.
Professionally, about 1974. Professionally.
Okay.
But I was clowning around with it, but I was doing a lot of research at that time. And I say my real professional gig came in around 74. Around I would work with Louis Bellson. I was an opening act for Louis Bellson's big band.
Okay.
So it was fascinating at that time. You know, I was doing a lot of research on, you like dancing? I said, of course, sure, I like dancing. He said, you've been dancing all your life. I said, no, not all my life. I mean, mostly of my life, but not all of my life. Because the factor of, I'm a filmmaker. I'm a film director. And since 11 years old, I used to edit Super 8 film a long time ago. And that's what got me into dance. A director named Mr. Hugh McKay taught me how to do films and directed the film storyboarding and everything. So I like to dance. And they asked me, have you ever danced before? I clown around with it. And I said, but the style of dancing I like is those old movies. Yes, the Bill Bojangle Robinson and the Fred Astaire type of stuff, you know. And he said, they don't do this style of dancing. And you got to notice that was done in the late 60s and 80s at that time. And I started to research what did Afro-Americans contribute to the world of dance. And then he said, I said, this is the world of dance. When you talk about Afro-American dancing. And the original name, they would call it vernacular style. Vernacular style of dancing. So I was on a pursuit to find out who teaches vernacular style of dance. And all this time, I was going in them days, you know, they had the little schools and they would call it contemporary dance and this type of thing. And so forth. And I said, I want to learn some tapping. Okay, and they gave me this little tick. I said, okay, well, I guess I got to deal with that. And I was researching for about 6-8 months, and I was getting frustrated. I found some books, but they were out of print. A young lady named Angela, you know that?
Yes, I do.
Great place. And I said, okay, I'm going to meet this guy. There's a guy there that can teach you some dancing. I went there Wednesday night. he wasn't there. Something happened. So I rode my bike. In those days I had my little banana bikes. Right? Nobody's out there helping him. I said, well, let me figure a way. Help this gentleman out. Run. You need some help? Yeah. So I put the tire on. He looked over to the side and looked at me real funny. He saw the tap shoes on my handlebar. He said, oh, you're a man, let me tell you. That's the name of a dancer. I said, oh, yeah? He said, I dance. If you want to learn something, come to me. I'll be glad to teach you. I'm thinking this guy is just, Ron, I'm thinking this. He's just, So I got him on his way. I'm still on my research, looking at my research. My mother said, you get frustrated. Why don't you take that man's offer up? I said, oh, okay. I take his offer up. So I went over his house, knocked on it, said, show me what you got. I thought I was some hot stuff. I got to believe it now. I thought I was some hot stuff. I said, stand back. Let me show you something, what I can do. I got up there. And I said, read that. And he said,
and what was this guy's name?
Nicholas.
Whoa.
The Nicholas brothers.
Nicholas brothers, right.
And I didn't know it. I stayed with him approximately about 3.5 years, and he started passing me on to all his friends, was like Clarence Landry, they worked with Duke Ellington's orchestra, Esmond Mosby from the Three Chocolatiers, Francis Neely, Catherine Dunham, American jazz dance at my hands. And I stayed with these guys over 12 years. They gave me my first gig, and I created my dance company and stuff. Yeah, a black dance, or the whammy, because in them days, they were nobody notating this stuff. I was doing,
yes,
my girl, 4 times, which was good. And then everybody said, stay in your era, man. Why'd you stay in your era? I said, I like this era too, but I like the older because it has substance. It has something of value. And that's what I was picking up. I wanted to not just the dance, but I wanted to pick the aura of what locked the doors. That, those days they were calling me. That's the guy that knows all the old dances and also gave me my job got me into television. The television at that time.
All right.
Yeah, it was in the 80s. I had a chance to a gentleman that helped me got into television. In them days, it was MTV music videos, And if you are a choreographer and you want to get in your work out there, you have to have a music video.
Right.
I said, well, I would love to get myself in there. I get a phone call. There's a guy named Mr. Hamilton Cloud. I said, oh, Mr. Cloud, yes. And his partner name is J. Levy. And he said, why don't you come on? We're working on this video. You ever heard this artist called Weird Al Yankovic?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I thought, oh, yeah. Madman. Take all your songs and change them up. I said, okay. I came in and did his first video, and we became friends after that. We started writing comical scripts and stuff. We did the movie called Johnny Dangerously for 20th Century Fox, Michael Keaton. And then we did Living with a Hernia from the Rocky movie, Living in America. We called it Living with a Hernia. Stuff. And then after we got out there, everybody started calling Reed. I got to work with Commodores, Fifth Dimension. I got all the way up to, I got all the way up to the man. I got a phone call and they said, hey, we're in. I said, what you talking about, we in? The man called us. I said, who's that? MJ, Michael Jackson. So I got a chance to work.
Let's go back for just a moment. You mentioned again the Nicholas brothers. We can't. That's the Nicholas brothers. And when I see you dancing, You learned a lot.
My God.
Right? Like I said, you can't put on a show without mentioning your name and their name together, synonymous.
Oh, got to have they got me started. Bayard Nicholas and Harold Nicholas. They defy gravity, as we see. And even Fred Astaire said that was the most.
You consider you consider a huffer or as they call it a tapper. What's the difference?
Well, a tapper is a dancer, but hoofers are extreme. You know, like you have dancer, actor, diva, this. If you're a hoofer, you're hoofing. You're throwing down anything you can do to get those sound. Tapping, it's rhythmic, you know. But when you're hoofing, you're using your whole body, you're using the whole element and dig it into the ground. Like a lot of tappers, like you talk about chorus line dancing and so forth. But when you started getting into like rhythm dancing, that would have been the greatest. And you had a lot of great dancers that moved around because you being a hooper, you use the whole element of the shoe, the heel, the toe, the side. And you know, you could not imagine as something you walk every day with is a musical instrument, like a percussion instrument. I carry my own.
You know, dancing, you make dancing look so easy, Chester. You work, how you practice, what do you work out? You find new steps, what do you do?
Well, constantly creating, you have to, a lot of, okay, if you're a dancer, you want to experience what the technique is and you're moving. If you want to experience as a choreographer, like me as a choreographer, I transmit movement. I can watch people, and I take that movement and throw it into it. I create things out of, I take the basic principle of dance, and I learned from the greatest, the one and only Leonard Reed. I learned from him, and he said, a dance is like people, place, or thing, or something you experience. When I choreograph and I'm dancing, okay, I'll listen to the composer, what the song is, you know, and then I said, oh, that's something that it reminds me of something. So I try to recreate something to tell a story, or I can take the story because every song tells you something different. And so that's why when I'm up there, I want to tell a story. I'm not just want to dance and say, hey, look at me, I can look how fast I can do how that. No, I want to communicate to the people. And you know, and then when you're dancing, make it look easy, even though it's not. Believe me,
you do. You make it look very easy.
So some things is like it's you know, you got to do reverse psychology. The hard stuff you make it look easy. The easy stuff you make it look hard. You know, and people say that don't make sense. I'm saying, okay, have you seen that cartoon with Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny dancing?
Yeah.
Daffy Duck is trying his best. He's killing it. And oh, bravo! It's showbiz. Learning the art of showbiz is an art and a science.
You got very much involved with music videos, and again, that was a great thing for the audience because they had a chance to see and hear the famous performances that they want. One of my favorite music videos was when Michael Jackson performed his famous "Smooth Criminal." Remember that one?
Oh, yes. Yes. Four of us, they called us up in specialties. And Michael would come in. The cool thing about I work with Michael was this. He was like a sponge. This cat would look at, if he doesn't know something, teach me that. I want to know what that is. I want to know. And you show it to him hours later, to a few days later, he'll come back and he'll master that thing off in a minute. And that was so great to see. And I did the portion of the pool table when he grabs the guy and he throws the guy and they're crushing and they're moving up the steps and the little fight scene and stuff. So I pulled all those elements he wanted to. And one of the greatest, and it was good, easy. It was easy for me to do that because I know he would, I give all win situation, you know. Okay. So yeah, I got a chance to work with him on that, and then I did the comedy version of his I'm Bad with Weird Al, but we call it I'm Fat.
Weird Al. We got a couple of pictures that we want to roll some pictures. This shows you and some of the things you've been doing throughout your lifetime. Go ahead and roll those, Tony. Oh. The first one is, this is you in Union Station.
Oh my God. Yeah. That one really, what really that, yeah, I did a thing at Union Station, but that one right there is, if you look at the back, that's the Pantages. That is at Lena Horne's birthday party.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, her birthday. And I brought all her leading men on stage at the time. Oh my God. What's
Okay.
that one?
Okay.
Oh, what
Next
am I
one.
here? That's me and oh my God. Okay, that's three.
There you
That's
are, the
quite
cover of
recent. That
Swing.
Swing Magazine. It shows how swing
Yes.
dancing has came back the last 20 years. And in Europe, they have one of the largest swing camps there. They feature all the top swing dancers internationally. And the guy got me on the cover of it.
All right.
If you
You
notice, I was holding my pants because I was jumping there trying to pull my pants, and the guy took it. That's what came out. So that's the picture they used.
okay? How about the next picture? There
And
you are teaching Camp Jitterbug.
oh yes, Camp Jitterbug is a fabulous place out there. Every year they have the top dancers out there here, and man, I had worked with oh god, the great Sugar Sullivan, uh, Norma Miller. Oh my God, everybody here. They had all the greats, and that is definitely a good camp. You have to go to. You're here in the States, definitely.
Okay. Here you are teaching swing dancing.
Oh, yeah, Barbara Morrison's. We had the
Yep.
Falmouth, Miss Freedom,
Yeah.
the Miss Blue. Yes, I really believe it's spreading the dance all over, and even in bringing it back to the younger generation, because in Barbara's, we had a chance to expose it out there. And so a lot of kids, what's that? I mean, we have hand dancing, and we have stepping. I said, well, let me show you the thing that came before that and showed it. So now they see the Lindy Hop. Now they know how it's going to swing, how it's originally where it all comes from.
Okay. Here's another jitterbug. Here you got another jitterbug.
Oh,
Like that jitterbug.
that is. Oh, who that? That's me. That's me right here.
Yeah.
That's in Colorado. The Colorado, we had swing dancing at Colorado. That's the fabulous young lady is Sarah Decker. Oh man, and we were doing the dance, and I said, I'm going to jump over the whole audience. They said, don't do that. You got to do it. I said, I'm going to do it. Don't do it. They didn't believe me, so I just do it.
Got you. Here you go doing some more. Can you see the next one? There you go. Yeah. You're with, what's her name? Miss Miller?
Oh, that's my lady right there. That's
Yes.
the lady. She's called Queen of Swing herself, Norma Miller.
Yeah.
Norma Miller. She said that's the Queen of Swing. She kept me in there. Like again, there's several mentors that always keep me on the straight road. If I'm going the wrong way, they put my foot of mine. So I had to
Okay.
get this stuff straight.
Here's another one. It's you and a
Oh
sweet
my God.
dancer.
Malou. She's my dance partner. Malou's my dance partner in Sweden. And she's from Switzerland and one of the greatest stylists. She's one of the great stylists in Sweden. And we would, believe it or not, that's 4:30 in the morning. It was bright like that.
All right. Here's another one.
Oh,
Theater.
that's Ford Theater. That was at the production. I wanted to show a production how a variety show that the Lord of the Swing. That had a 22-piece orchestra. I say Kenny Burrell, H.B. Barnum, Norma Miller. I mean, we had a cast. It was good.
Wow.
Oh my God.
And one more we got for you. A recent workshop that you did. So
Yes.
that made me think, can you tell our audience how can they get in contact with you when you have events like this?
I do it like you can either go to my Facebook, and you got my Facebook fan base, and on it, and it would tell you everywhere I'm going to be at lecturing. If I'm lecturing,
Okay.
if I'm doing workshops will usually go for 3 days straight. You learn all the history from the beginning. So some people get intimidated saying, but that's just, no, we go from beginning all the way to professional to competition. From filmmaking, I do things on film from Afro-American filmmakers from the past. I try to teach them filmmaking with my stunt work and different other things. I do work all around, so throughout Los Angeles. And I'm in LA and I'm in Europe. So like these 3 months out of a year.
Wow. Now you do a musical range complete from pop to old school, don't you?
Ah, yes, I love it. I love it all. Yes, from
It
pop
shows, Chester.
working.
We love to see you dance, man. Wow. Every
Oh,
time I see you, you start you dance in a minute. Wow.
well, I like to see people get back to what they used to, and I feel the people need to get back because L.A. and as well as New York,
Yes.
it had the dancing. We had the dancing stuff. The musicals all the way to the nightclubs, to the cabarets and stuff. One of my main missions is to put all my stuff that I do, filmmaking, television, the dance, and do historical values and do history of motion pictures of historical values of situations. Like I'm working on right now is uh, a story of Central Avenue,
All right.
the whole motion picture. And
Can't
then
wait
I'm
for
going to
that
do the
one.
next one. I have the Savoy Ballroom, another motion picture. I'm going to raise money for that. There's different, there's many stories to be told, and I feel younger generation, black, white, or whatever it is, need to know to see these stories. Especially because there's always somebody that has the story or the legacy. I just trying to explore it out, get it back
Got
out
you.
there. I want people to get it back
And
out
we and you the man that can do it, my friend. You the man. Listen, I hate to tell you this, but we're out of time. We ran out of time. But before we go, I just want to thank you very much for stopping on by. We're gonna get you out of here this right way. We're gonna play show
there.
a video of Chester West Whitmore doing his thing. Just to take care of yourself, my man.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
All right. This is the Actor's Choice. I'm your host, Ron Brewington. The studio of Harvey Brandman Photography as an artist proud to offer you a $100 discount off any photo package valued at $300 or more. Now, Harvey's been in the business for nearly a quarter of a century, and he certainly knows how to take care of his customers. So please give him a call today at 818-954-9294. That's 818-954-9294, and you'll be glad you did. And by the way, please tell Harvey that you heard about his offer right here on the Actor's Choice. Haiku, Style, Passion, Heart. It's the latest release from author and attorney Ron Irwin. The book was inspired by the author's first exposure to haiku well over a half century ago. Now, this experience produced within him a deep passion to experience Asia, which he later did as a U.S. Marine. The book is available in paperback at lulu.com, and Irwin says he'll give 20% of net book sales split evenly between the veterans of foreign wars and Vietnam veterans of America. Back to the Future. Time Travel, Message in a Capsule. It's a book by author Larry Buford. It's a historical and faith-based account of how what we do and follow today will affect us tomorrow. Now, the author also calls it an adventure for those who want to travel back through time. The book is now available in paperback for only $17.95 from Amazon, so please get your copy today. And now, a word from State Farm agent Carla Green. Roll it.
Let me ask you something. What do you see when you look at your home and your car? Do you see a bundle? A combo deal? That's how other insurance companies see them. But a State Farm agent sees so much more. Because the State Farm agent sees your home and your car as more than just four walls and four wheels. They see the things you've worked really hard for. So why not give them the protection they deserve? Let me help you with that. Give me a call. State Farm agent Carla Green, 213-239-9675. I look forward to speaking with you.
We're back, Ron.
Is there. For more information, 213-239-9675. That's 213-239-9675. Attention all actors. An Actor's Space provides classes and private coaching by veteran actor Rob Brownstein. An Actor's Space has Thursday night classes for working actors and Tuesday night foundation and technique classes for early career actors. Now, the idea here is to build on each actor's strengths, who you are, and to help refine and reimagine your acting and your career. For more information, contact class at robbrownstein.com. That's class at robbrownstein.com, or give them a call at 323-646-1268, 323-646-1268. Thank you. The Los Angeles Inner City Cultural Center and Leimert Park Village Theater Coalition proudly presents a virtual online reading called They Keep Me Playing That Song. Now, this event will take place tonight, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, 7 o'clock. Now, to register and to guarantee a space tonight, you got to go and click on, write this down, please, http:// Tinny, Tiny, Tiny, .cc/XGU0MZ. Let me read it again. http:// tiny.cc/XGU0MZ. Okay? Thanks and enjoy. And finally, if you have a product, a service, or of upcoming event that you'd like to see advertised on this program, and please give us a call at 323-533-1036. That's 323-533-1036. Our prices are very affordable. This is the Actor's Choice. I'm your host, Ron Brewington. Roll it.
We have a very diverse subscriber base, and we have people who have been with us since we started back in the 80s at the college before we moved downtown to this beautiful Performing Arts Center. And 2019 broke subscriber records for the past 6 years, so we're very happy about that. And of course, we want to continue to grow because our goal is to fill every seat in this theater.
Ladies and gentlemen, there are dozens and dozens of stage theaters here in the greater Los Angeles area. Now, the lady that you're looking at right now, you just saw her, she's an award-winning artistic director and producer of a marvelous stage theater here in Long Beach that has been recognized as the city's resident professional organization and is known as the International City Theater. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Caryn Desai. Caryn, good morning, good afternoon. How are you, my dear?
I am fine. Thank you for this opportunity to talk with you.
You got a publicist. I don't need to mention her name. You know who she is. She always gives me the best guests in the world. I want to welcome you, ma'am. It's a pleasure to have you here at the Actor's Choice. First of all, can you give us a slight history about ITC?
ICT.
ITT, excuse me.
That's okay.
Yes.
A lot of people do that. I don't know why. But well, we started in 1985 as a 99-seat theater on the campus of Long Beach City College, founded by my husband, who was chair of the department, Theater, Film, and Dance. And I taught there for 20 years. And then we moved downtown to the Performing Arts Center when the mayor said we really need to be there. No money, just, a pat on the back. And we went to equity contracts, full equity contracts, because we do believe artists should be paid. Right. And so we moved down there in 96. We ran both theaters for 3 years and then put all our eggs in the one basket at the Performing Arts Center.
Okay. You say we. There's a gentleman who was involved in that position. Who was that gentleman?
My husband, who founded the company, Desai, and he retired.
Show that picture, Tony. There you go. There you go. There he is.
Oh, yeah. And he retired 10 years ago.
Wow. And then I understand you were in a position, you were the general manager?
I started as a general manager in 1990, 30 years ago. And yes, and 10 years ago, they named me the artistic director producer.
Wow. What a job. What a job. There's something about that venue that you have. When you get in there, you get this love about being in a theater. That's the one thing I love about your organization and what you do.
Thank you.
Definitely.
That's important.
How many stages do you have at ITT?
We just have the one now. We run a mid-sized theater. We work with equity under the small professional theater contract. We do 5 productions a year on the main stage. And then we also do 6 education programs for every age from 4 to 104. We have something.
Got you. Now you got the Beverly O'Neill Theater. Nice name. Nice person.
Former mayor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Long Beach. I had the pleasure of being in the Navy and stationed in Long Beach at the Long Beach Naval Station. I was the public affairs officer there, and I was on the battleship New Jersey. So when you say Long Beach, you get my attention. And also,
I'm from New Jersey.
Go ahead, Joey. See, I'm from New York at 30. I had the pleasure also of getting my undergrad degree at Cal State University, Long Beach. So Long Beach has always been very kind to me. There's always a lot of things in that town that I love. I love the events that you have, and your theater does very well, madam. Okay.
Yeah. Now, well, it's important. If you're going to offer theater, you want it to be quality work, right?
Yes, and you seek quality work. We got a couple photographs. Can you take a look? Now, here's one we put up here. Inside the venue, you can see they've got the audience in there. Tony, can you put that picture up, please? There you go. Now, that's that's beautiful. Look how close the audience is to the acts.
Yes, they are. And there's only 5 rows in the orchestra, and then it's the loge, but you're still not that far from the stage. Wow. It's an intimate feeling.
Yes. Tony, can you go to the next one? The next picture. And the next picture shows can you back up one? Can you back up one? It's another view of the, okay, there we go. We missed it. I wanted to show the venue itself to let people see there's nothing in your way. It's a good, beautiful view that you have, a marvelous, unobstructed view when you're in that stage. No problem whatsoever. Can you tell us about, I just alluded to it in just a full moment ago, but can you tell us about the California theater patrons and the love that they have from your eyesight?
We have patrons that have been with us. Well, this is our 35th anniversary. It's not quite how we want to celebrate it, but we have patrons that have been with us since we started on the campus of City College, and they're still with us. And, to be a subscriber at ICT, you have to love theater, because sometimes we're doing edgy work, some new works. More than half the plays we've produced have been premieres.
Yes.
That's important to invest in new works, new writers, and things that are relevant to today, and talking about the world in which we now live to help us better understand it. So they take those risks because they're signing up for a season where lots of times they don't know the shows. So that's a theater patron. And it's, you know what? It's also an investment in themselves, because I see going to the theater as an opportunity for you to better understand our world, but also understand each other, even those who are different, who sometimes that dialogue that we try to create is within yourself, trying to understand your own conclusions and judgments maybe you've made. And something opens your eyes, opens your heart, opens your mind. That's what theater does.
I like the way you put it, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. The plays that you put on includes a range of musicals and plays. How many different types? Like you say, you do so many, a full range of entertainment you provide for viewers. You offer tickets for the year, right? For the whole year. How do you get tickets?
How do you get them? I mean, call me. I'll take care of you. You can go online. And our box office, ictlongbeach.org.
Yes.
But let me just say this: 2019, last season, because we work on a calendar year, unlike most theaters. Last season was an excellent year for us. Our subscriptions were up over the past 6 years. 2 shows broke box office records for 34 years of pre-sales. So including Lady Day at Emerson's Bar and Grill, which moved to the Ebony Repertory Theater.
Yes.
So, and I know you had Carol and Ren on.
Oh, yeah. She was a beautiful lady. Beautiful lady.
She is.
Indeed. As you know, this was supposed to be your 35th anniversary. And then something called COVID-19 hit the globe,
Yes.
whole world. What was your first reaction, madam?
We had very short notice. I mean, we were here working in the office Thursday and said, see you tomorrow. And then the word was no, everything shut down Friday, March 13th. And so there wasn't a lot of time to prepare. Fortunately, the first show of our season had just closed March 8th. So we got to finish the first show of the season. Unfortunately, we were supposed to start rehearsal on a show I was directing April 7th, California premiere of Daisy. So I knew that wasn't going to happen with the dates they gave us for shutdown. So, and right now it's hard to know what the full impact is going to be because I'm trying to move that show. I've had to lose one show, and I hope I don't lose more, but we're dealing with unknowns. And mostly, obviously, we have to make sure everyone stays safe and healthy. So when they tell us we can resume, we will. And, it's not just my team that I'm trying to keep together, but the artists and our teachers that we have in all the school programs and the things that we do. So it's impacting on many levels. And more than ever, we need that human connection.
Wow. It makes me, because again, for a lot of people like yourself who love the theater, when you saw Broadway go dark, that
Yes.
told you something. That said a lot.
It sure did. And it's still dark. So that tells you more, right?
Yes.
So we start seeing that, I mean, I talked to a couple friends from the licensing houses and, everybody's feeling the impact.
Yes. Well, we keep hearing different things from different sources of when this is going to open up again. We wish that it opens up as soon as it can, but at the same time, we got people's lives on the line here. We've lost a lot of people. 40,000 deaths we've had so far.
Yes, it's tragic.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I'm thinking about, I will tell you, since our theater, we don't use all the seats because the number of seats you use depends on your contracts, right, with the union. So we don't use all the seats, but I'm thinking because we have more seats than we use, that when it's time to come back, for those who want a little more, maintain that social distancing, I can probably accommodate that if you don't want to be clustered. So that's what I'm thinking to help ease that when we're allowed to once more gather together.
On a brighter side, you mentioned the fact that you have a lot of numerous art education and community outreach programs. Can you tell us about that, please?
Oh, I'd love to. One of the biggest programs we have is for our third grade program, a performing arts classroom teaching program. And that was created 18 years ago by request of the school district. They called me and asked me to create a sequential learning program for third grade. That's curriculum based, of course. And I told you I taught college for more than 20 years. So we go in there, we teach them theater, vocabulary, theater games that teach them concepts. It's literacy and language reinforcement. They write a play and they perform it. And one other thing we do with the third graders is a Be the Critic exercise where they learn a critic is one person's opinion and they get to be a critic. So, but just one of the things we're looking at is maybe putting some of those little plays up on the website and allowing kids to download them and work with their families. And they're short, and so it might be some way to keep them further engaged. And we make about 480 classroom visits to third grade every year.
That's great.
It's huge. And we raise money to do all these education programs because most of them are free. A free Saturday program that works for mostly geared to middle school and elementary school that brings them in for a 1-hour show. And that's educational and entertaining and interactive. And sometimes they're up on stage participating. One on the other end of the spectrum is for low income seniors, where we get them out of their four walls and it helps keep them mentally and socially engaged, which is so important for their longevity. And we provide the tickets and the transportation, because that's often an obstacle as well for that age group.
Got you.
And talkbacks with them, and it's amazing, because it's an opportunity for them to be seen and heard. Because sometimes we look at the older generation, and I remember one actor who was aging told me he's like cellophane. People just look through me, and which is a sad commentary on these people that have so much to offer and so many life experiences to share.
Yes.
There was a woman that I talked about when she was in college in the 30s. And I'm thinking, wow, the 30s was the Depression. How the heck and a woman, they're putting through college. That's amazing, isn't it? So just the things, life. And we have a summer conservatory that I'm not
Yes.
sure we'll be able to do this year. That's 4 weeks of training. Singing, dance, and acting. We're really process oriented though, and they write their own play, and then they get to perform it in our theater. And that's free for family, friends, anyone that wants to see it. So.
You also have an internship program. Thank you.
Yes, you're on it.
Oh, yeah.
we do for mostly college students, and they're all paid.
Yes.
They're working at the theater or wherever, or in our offices, the Learning Arts Administration, and sometimes on stage. And I have to say that we've given at least 20 interns their union card and then hired them back as professionals.
That's not bad.
So
wow, that's beautiful. You and your husband, you started it off. You guys started it off, and you both have the right attitude about this business. I teach over at Santa Monica College, and I teach broadcasting and journalism. And I have an expression called the 3 E's: education, exposure, and experience. And these kids, they need to see it. They need to understand, get that education. Gotta get it.
Most important. I couldn't be on that page more. Yes, I really believe in education.
And by the way, ma'am, if I must say so myself, you have an impressive resume. I read it and said, my goodness, all the awards you've won, MFA, all the stuff you've done. You're the right place at the right time. Thank you. Thank you.
Obviously, I believe in education.
Yes, you got to do that.
Yeah.
I just want to say that anything that you want to bring to our attention, we would like you to say it at this time if you would. For example, anything new that's coming out, something new that people need to wonder about, need to get involved with, get in contact with you. How can they get in contact with you?
I'll tell you, the next play that I'm trying to get up on its feet is a California premiere, Daisy. And it's important because it's an election year. This is based on actual event, 1964, the Johnson Goldwater campaign.
Yes.
Early days of television, it was the first negative political ad. It only aired once and then it was banned. Audiences will get to see it. But it begs the question, who were we? How far have we come? And who do we want to be?
Yes.
You know? And elections are important.
Yes, very. Yes. Yes. Say no more. I understand you. I understand you loud and clear. Tony, we got a couple of pictures that we'd like to put up so that everyone can see some of the past plays that they've had over there. I know as I'm going through my records, I see here that you used to do it for yourself, Beast on the Moon, cardboard piano.
Yes.
Here's one right here. Here's one right. That was, let's see, that one is, Forever, no, that's
Shipwreck.
Okay, Shipwreck. Right, that's Shipwreck right there.
Right.
That's
Yes.
great. Yep. Okay, the next one down is Forever Plaid. That was done in 2017.
Yes.
The next one, Uncanny Valley. I wonder who directed that one.
I do know I did.
Okay. Then we had in 2019, we had Lady Day.
Yes.
And you actually produced this particular show.
Yes, I did.
Yes. And then the next one we had was the Andrews Brothers.
That was the show we just closed that ran February and March.
Yes.
Just before the world went crazy.
Would you put that next one up for me, Tony? The next one is the logo
of
your organization. When I saw it, I said, now that says a lot. There's a lot of strength in there. because again, as you know, there are hundreds or literally hundreds of theaters in this town. And I know on this show, one of the biggest bones that I have, since we have a moment, one of the biggest bones that I have is that I know a lot of actors and actresses, as you do. And some of them, they don't want to get up on the stage. Not me. Oh no. Give me my film, give me my television, but not that theater. Ooh, not for me. And I can't understand that.
Well, maybe they weren't trained in the theater because
that's it.
No, that you learn the most about acting by working in the theater.
Yes.
Because you figure out how to get through.
Yes.
The show must go on.
Yes, the show must go on.
Let me tell you a little story real quick.
Please.
Our third grade program, you know how we talk about a little bit about what's the difference between theater and film, like, when you're speaking and projection versus the microphone right there. And then I said to the class, and what do you do if you make a mistake? And they're talking about movies. Oh, you just do it again. I said, but what if you're in the theater and you make a mistake? And one little girl raised her hand and she said, you go home. No, don't go home. Did you ever hear the show must go on?
Must go on. Yes. It really is. It's a personal thing. It's a psychological thing for someone to stand up in front of a whole bunch of people. But you got to get over it.
Yes.
If you want to be an actor or actress.
Yes.
Remember the first time now you're not an actor, but you've stood up. You stood up there. You know what it's like, yeah.
So
yes, to stand there in front of a bunch of people and go, all those eyes and hands and feet and all this good stuff, and I'm talking to them.
But you can't think about that.
No, you can't. That's
if you're thinking about that, it gets in the way.
It does get in the way for sure.
Listening is one of the most important things you can do on or off stage, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Caryn, we're out of time. I just want to thank you very, very much. I'll make sure that you get a copy of this show. God bless you for what you and your husband have done and are continuing to do. It really, like I said, every time I go into Long Beach, I always pass by the theater and go, oh, there it is. There it is. Long
thank
Beach.
you. Well, you're welcome anytime. And thank you for taking the time.
My pleasure, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks to our sponsors, Harvey Brandman, Photography as an Art, Ron Irwin's Haiku, Style, Passion, and Heart, Larry Bufus, Book to the Future, Time Travel, Message in a Capsule, State Farm Agent Carla Green, and Rob Brownstein's Actor Training School and Actor Space. Much thanks to our guest today. Much thanks. Veteran dance and choreographer Chester Whitman, and artistic director and producer Caryn Desai. And of course, special thanks to our ever-growing audience. Be well. We'll see you next time.